The Vipers practice facility for the Venom Volleyball Challenge Tournament, which is taking place from now till right up to the beginning of the regular high school season. I'm Joe Bowling with you, DeMarcus Clark on the camera, and this game will feature McAllen Rowe on your left side taking on Pioneer, as you see on the screen right now. Sharyland Pioneer taking on McAllen Rowe. Rowe lost in a tough game earlier here tonight on this court as they took on rival Mac High, and it went 3 games. They lost 15-13 in game 3 after splitting the first 2. And here in this one, it is Pioneer taking on this McAllen Rowe team. Games will go to 25. It's rally scoring, win by 2 for the first 2 games. If we get to game 3, it is a best 2 out of 3. If we get to game 3 will be a race to 15, win by 2. It's rally scoring, so again, you can go beyond 15 to eventually determine the winner. The way they're working this tournament is it's going on throughout the month of July, and we'll conclude it on the final week of July with an eventual championship day in which they take all of the games played, records will be set aside, and then they'll put together the eventual championship game. We are set to go with the opening serve. Again, there's no numbers in this league on the jerseys, and therefore it's just darn near impossible to keep up with the actual names of the players that are on the court. So we'll just keep you apprised as which teams are out on the court, which are doing the scoring, and then we'll look forward to having the rosters and the names when we get to championship night. And they'll be adorned in some uniforms that'll have some numbers for us to be able to identify correctly the players on the court. Sharyland Pioneer, we saw them in some of our broadcasts earlier, and they have looked tough in this tournament. And they'll be matched up against a team that is, right now on paper, one of the top 4 teams in this tournament. You're talking about the Warriors of Nicky Rowe. You're talking about Mac High, Mission Veterans, and then Los Fresnos, which we saw in an earlier broadcast tonight over on System 1. Our thanks to Bert Ruiz and Billy Watson, who are handling the duties over on court number 1. This is court number 2. Marcus Clark on the camera. I'm Joe Bowling, and sit back and enjoy the broadcast as we are set to go with this opening serve. Pioneer going right to left, Rowe going left to right. Rowe Warriors will be the home team on the scoreboard. And again, they are making sure the rotation is set for the 2 teams before this opening serve. And away we go. Opening serve, a jump serve to the back row played by McAllen Rowe over on the second hit. And so Pioneers, Diamondbacks will go quickly on the attack. That's tipped over the block, played on the back row, played by the Lady Diamondbacks again. Big swing on the middle, and that's a point. 1-0 Pioneer on top. Good challenge and a good rally on that particular play. Pioneer out with the 1-0 lead, and they'll serve. And the challenge will be for this team, what happens after the initial front line rotates through. That's an ace served up for the Pioneer Diamondbacks. And they go up 2-0. We're broadcasting here tonight. Tomorrow night we'll be over in Donna. And then on Thursday night, we'll be both in Donna and back here as we continue with this coverage of summer volleyball action between the teams that you'll eventually be seeing during our broadcast of the regular season. Another ace served up for the Diamondbacks, and they go up 3-0 to start game 1. Another jump serve, short serve this time. Nice return with a high pass in the middle from the left side. That's going to be blocked back at you. Another point for Pioneer in their front row, now dominating as they lead 4-0 out of the gate. Serving and front row play, playing a part in this game to start it out. Another short serve, a good pass in the middle. This time it sets up the middle hit, tipped over the block, tipped right back at you. Rowe goes on the attack, looking to set it up. Chance for Pioneer on the return. That's hit back in the back row and a point for Rowe. The miss hit on Pioneer on the front of the net put it over. Too good an opportunity, and the Rowe Warriors put it away for their first point of the game. Warriors will serve it up. And that's an ace. Was Pioneer unable to return the serve. Next serve coming up for the Rowe Warriors. Short serve, diving play made by the Diamondbacks. Keeps it alive. Rowe goes on the attack from the left side. That's off the block, a point, and the Warriors have scored 3 straight. Play on the back row was a good effort by the Pioneer Diamondbacks. But then a thunderous kill puts it away for the Warriors. Diamondbacks on the attack from the left side, tipped over. Ball played up in the net, point to the Diamondbacks, and they go up now 5-3. So they sustain the mini run put on by the Rowe Warriors. And now the Diamondbacks slip back to the service line. Pass up near the net. That's another point for Pioneer. As on the return of serve, those passes are going a little too strong. And really no clear play for the setter for the Warriors. This serve goes in the net. First service error for either team. Point for the Rowe Warriors, makes it 6-4, and they'll rotate back to serve. Our broadcast of volleyball games coming your way here on Rio Sports. Setting up what will eventually be a tremendous amount of games covered at the high school level once we get rolling, once tournaments come into play. In early August, there's 4 hits called against Pioneer, another point for Rowe. And just like that, the Lady Warriors back to within 1 here in the game, now looking to serve for the tie. The Donna tournament starts on August 9th and 10th. That's a 2-day tournament. We'll have 2 systems in play over there at that tournament. There's a play for the Rowe Warriors that ties us up at 6 apiece. The 9th and 10th are at Donna. There's tournament action on the 16th and 17th, also on the 22nd through the 24th, as high school volleyball gets underway with multiple tournaments. Just covering those tournaments with the 4 systems we have in play. Each of our systems will be going a minimum of 6 games a day. In some cases, that's 3 days each week. And in a span of 4 weeks, beginning on August 9th, within 4 weeks, Rio Sports Live will have covered 280 volleyball games out of the gate with live video coverage. 280 games coming up. Please share the link and pass the word along to other fans that our coverage will be expanding here on Rio Sports, as we have been active in trying to get the advertisement in place to cover that many games. At the same time, setting up to broadcast expanded coverage of the football as that gets underway as well. That serve is deep and out of bounds, and we are tied at 8 apiece. Pioneer will now go back to the service line and serve it up. Lady Diamondbacks with a jump serve. Their serves have been active in keeping the Rowe Warriors off base. This time a big hit is covered by the back row, punched over. Warriors, good chance here on the attack. Far left side, past the block, down and in. Point Warriors, they take the lead. You can see a difference there in the Warriors as they were able to get 2 consecutive sets on that rally. First one covered nicely by the Diamondbacks back row. Second one, nothing doing. Serve now for the Warriors of Nikki Rowe. Deep serve, punch forward. Pioneer from the right side will get it over. Warriors able to pass that forward. Second hit over. Diamondbacks go on the attack. Set off the net right side. Block back at you, and then 4 hits are called as that goes in the net. So it will not be called a block. It'll be called in the net. Warriors up 2. They trailed by a couple to start this game. Jump serve, puts it into play. Nice pass by the back row of the Pioneer Diamondbacks. Leads to this hit. It's covered by the block, but nothing doing on the pass. And the point for the Diamondbacks. Back to within a point at 10-9. Had a good visit this week with Freddie Heredia over in the Rio Sports Live Southwest. as we get set for continued coverage from those teams. But here in the Rio Grande Valley, we are again ramping up with extended coverage and expanded coverage as we move into this next year. We're going to reset that. We'll check that. Pioneer will get a point, tie it up at 10 apiece. Diamondbacks now looking for the lead off the jump serve. Back row manages to keep that alive for the Warriors. Over it goes. Diamondbacks, high set, tipped over, point Pioneer. They take the lead right back. Diamondbacks with a nice high set. Allow their hitters on the front row to have the vision to spot that opening in the defense. Jump serve again. These serves have been good for Pioneer. Big hit this time off the block. Played by Pioneer. Good pass. High set off the net right side. Spike to the back row. Rowe goes on the attack from the left. Blocked back at you. Kept alive. They'll call 4 hits. Point Pioneer. Diamondbacks now up a couple. These teams have now exchanged the lead, staying separated by just a couple of points here in the game one. That's off the block. Diving play on the back row by the Pioneer Diamondbacks leads to this. That's blocked back at you. Punched over. Ball still alive. Rally continues. Warriors on the attack. Down the line in the corner, point. (12-11) game. Each team working hard for that point before the eventual kill by the Rowe Warriors. Game one continues. Warriors looking to tie it right back up. Passes offline. They'll get it over. Warriors here with a good pass. High set middle and down, played by Pioneer. They'll go on the attack. Left side, spiked over. Diving play on the back row by the Warriors leads to this play. Up off the net. Ball up high on the Pioneer side. Played over the block. Libero there to play that for the Warriors. Nothing doing though. Point Pioneer. They maintain the lead and go up 13-11. Diamondbacks had a lead early, lost that lead, trailed by a couple, but now lead by 2. Pioneer watches as Rowe gets it over. Good pass by the Diamondbacks. Leads to a set again on the left side, looking for the back corner. Punched up in the air. Warriors keep that alive. Another chance for Diamondbacks of Sharyland Pioneer. Quick set center. Point. Diamondbacks. They went with a quick set in the middle before the block could be established. They got that one through. Rowe on the attack this time from the left side. Played by the libero for the Diamondbacks. Back row attack. That's off the block, but a point for Pioneer as it falls on the Rowe side. Puts Pioneer now up 4. That's the biggest lead for either team here in this game as we go to 25, win by 2. Next serve across. Warriors struggle on the second hit. Will get it over. Pioneer, good pass forward, center set, that's over the block. Back row there to play that for the Warriors. They'll back row attack from the left side, over on the Diamondback side. Pioneer gets it over. Rowe on the attack, high set center. Looking to punch it past the block, nothing doing. It stays in the net, another point for Pioneer. So now the Diamondbacks, a Pioneer up by 5 points here in game one of this best of 3. Serve just got across the net. Pioneer having to rally quickly as Rowe got it over. That's down the line. Point Pioneer as it's in. Diamondbacks up by 6. 17-11. Now they'll call that out. So the line judge made a change on that call. Diamondbacks on the attack from the back row. Rowe Warriors play that forward. Off the net, another diving play on that back row by Pioneer as they are active back there. Warriors continue with the pressure. Looking down the line, that's good for a point. Warriors back to within 3 at 16-13. Ask any of our fans that are watching these games on our social media, those on Facebook, please share the link of the broadcast. Let other fans know this may be going on. That's too strong on the hit. Another point for Rowe, and back to a 2-point lead now for Pioneer as the Warriors climb back up the hill after trailing by the 5 points. That's it down for a point for Pioneer. And the Diamondbacks up at 17-14. Substitutions off the bench. Each team has enough players to substitute freely, keeping fresh troops on the front line, rotating some of their better servers back to the service line. Jump serve. Back row plays that up for the Warriors, up off the left side, played over by the Diamondbacks. Second hit over. That's good for a point on a second hit. Diamondbacks go up by 4 at 18-14, and they'll serve again. Played by the Warriors. A high set middle. No block there. That's down and in, point Warriors. Or is it? Nope, they'll say that was out. Pioneer gets the point. 5-point lead. Well, now officials having some difficulty in the communication. That point was given to the Warriors. Now the scoreboard reads 18-16, so I'll just go with the scoreboard operators on our score as well. Off the net, hit across, point Warriors. Looking for the tie here in game number 1. Short serve. Good pass up near the net. A jump set this time. Tipped over the block. Played by the Warriors. They'll go with a back set from the center. Off the block. Point as it's tipped, and then we're all tied at 18 apiece. Warriors have showed the resiliency here in this game to overcome some leads. And now an ace puts the Warriors on top. Rowe Warriors up by 1. They've led by as many as 3 here in this game. Serve it up here with a short serve. Played this time with a back set, right side, over on the Warrior side. Second hit over. Libero there to cover that for the Diamondbacks. Back row attack, that's too strong and out of bounds. Rowe scores again. They win the race to 20 in this game to 25, which often indicates the eventual winner, not always. Warriors get the next serve over. Good pass by the Diamondbacks. Another jump set. Sets up the hit, but it's played by the Warriors from the back row. They'll two-hand that over. Diamondbacks, quick set this time. Past the block, punch in the air, and point Pioneer. 2 Warrior players racing back to try to keep that ball alive. Nothing doing. And so the Diamondbacks of Sharyland Pioneer back to the service line, looking to tie it up. Sharyland has a tournament taking place on the 22nd through the 24th. Our plans are to be there to cover that wall-to-wall with 2 systems. That spike off the block. Nice play by the back row of the Diamondbacks. They'll get it over. Warriors with a chance to go right back on the attack. A high set left side. That's off the block. Another diving play by the libero for Pioneer. 2 consecutive plays to keep this ball in play. Back row makes another play. Sets up a back row attempt. That's on the back row of the Rowe Warriors. They'll go back at you on the long rally. That's in the net. Point Pioneer. We're all tied. Now we're at 20. It's a race to 25, win by 2. Pioneer to serve it up with a jump serve. That's a cross down the line. That's going to be out of bounds. They'll whistle that play dead. and reset it. So we'll serve again. All tied at 20 apiece. Jump serve again with some pace, played by the Rowe Warriors. Good pass this time, leads this hit, but it's blocked back at you. Point Pioneer. Diamondbacks with a big-time block at the net. Lead by 1, and they'll serve, looking for more. Another jump serve. Good pass this time by the Warriors. Off the net, though. Chance for Diamondbacks to mount some offensive attack. Nothing doing. Punch back over. Diamondbacks from the back row. Ease that over. Warriors on the attack quickly. Left side, past the block. Punched in the air. The libero very active for the Diamondbacks, but nothing doing. Point Rowe. We're all tied at 21. Good effort again on both sides, as each point here has been earned between the two squads. Serve over by the Warriors. Diamondbacks with the set. Past the block, covered by the Rowe Warriors. Second hit to the back row area. Over, past the block. Point Rowe Warriors, they go up 1. Back and forth we go. Warriors to serve again. Deep serve, middle, played by the Diamondbacks with a back set to the right side. Hit over on the Rowe Warrior side. Over on the second hit. Point Warriors. They spot a hole in the middle of the floor and go up by 2. Timeout called by the Diamondbacks. This one continues after this.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Back here on Rio Sports, Joe Bowling, DeMarcus Clark alongside as we continue to bring you coverage of the Venom Volleyball Tournament Challenge 2019 leading up into the high school season. Warriors with the 2-point lead, serve it in the net. So the timeout called by the Pioneer Diamondbacks offset the momentum momentarily. Diamondbacks now to serve for the tie. And a jump serve is over. Good pass this time. Warriors quickly on the attack. Blocked back at you. Punched in the air. Warriors place it over on the Pioneer side. They can look for the tie here. Past the block. Off the block. Point. We're all tied. The Warrior front row did just enough to contest the kill attempt and then immediately went on the attack for the point, all tied up. Another jump serve coming up. That's across deep and out of bounds. Service there gives the Rowe Warriors the chance to serve now for the win here in game 1. Left-handed serve. Played over. Good pass right in the middle of the floor. Back set, right side. Down, point. We're all tied. Tied at 24 apiece. In other words, we're going to 25, win by 2, so we've hit in definitions of volleyball overtime here in game number 1. Pioneer to serve again. Just over the net. Warriors can't make the play. Point Diamondbacks, they now lead with a chance to win it. When you go back to this game, it has all been about the serves of Pioneer that has kind of set the tone with each rally. Deep serve this time. Played, might have been going out. Warriors, though, will get it over. Diamondbacks, good pass forward. This is for the win and off the block. Played in the air. Warriors keep it alive and nothing doing. Pioneer wins game 1, 26-24. Good contest there between those two teams. But Sharyland Pioneer coming up with the victory here in game number 1. Game 2 coming up after this on Rio Sports Live.
How to add the VTX1 app to your Roku device. All your favorite shows from VTX1 Channel 1 and exciting games broadcast on Rio Sports Live can be added onto your Roku device by following these simple steps. Step 1. Scroll down to search and push OK on the remote control. Step 2. Type in VTX1 by using the arrow keys to move the cursor around the keyboard and pushing OK to enter the letters. When you're done, choose the VTX1 option on the right-hand side of the screen. Then push OK. Step 3. Choose the Add Channel option on the right-hand side of the screen and wait for the application to load. Congratulations! You have now successfully added the VTX1 app to your channel lineup. It can be found on the main screen under Home at the bottom of the list. For more information, visit the VTX1 website at vtx1.net/OTT.
Back here on Rio Sports as we continue our coverage of the Venom Volleyball Challenge. Game 1. The edge to the Sharyland Pioneer Diamondbacks. When we get set for game 2, the Diamondbacks will be returning a serve as they now go from the left side. Quick set, spike down, point Pioneer. They jump out 1-0. Diamondbacks servers were doing a tremendous job of keeping the Rowe Warriors off balance for the most part. This one's returned over. Pioneer looking for the second point of the game. Punched over, past the block. Nice job to keep that alive. Warriors get it over. Diamondbacks with a quick set middle, down and in, point. Opportunity knocking there for Pioneer, despite the fact the McAllen Rowe Lady Warriors did a good job just to keep that ball in play. It led to the quick kill. And another point for Diamondbacks of Sharyland Pioneer. They go up 2. Punched off the block, right back on the Rowe side. This time hammered home. Warriors score their first point of game number 2. In the first game, Pioneer led about 70% of the game as the Warriors continued to have to come from behind. They did get some leads, but it always felt like Pioneer was in control. Big kill there by the Warriors. We're all tied at 2 apiece. Diamondbacks ready to serve again. Play that over. Kept alive for a moment. Ball over. Diamondbacks now ready to go. High set. That's in the net. Point Rowe. And so the Warriors go up 1 at 3-2. Again, we asked the fans that are watching on our social media, those on Facebook, share the link if you will. Help us to get the word out to other fans that this game is going on and they may be able to watch it here during the summer. Warriors on the attack there. That's a point. Rowe goes up 4-2 here in game 2. Serve across, played by the Diamondbacks. Quick set, that's 4 hits. And the Rowe Warriors up 3 here now in game number 2. Going back to game 1, they had some leads. Normally they were short-lived. And the span between the two teams never grew beyond 3 points. Looking here to take a 4-point lead. Pioneer returns that big hit. Warriors set it up off the net. Ball over. Pioneer on the quick set at the net. Nothing doing. Another point for the Rowe Warriors. They go up 6-2. Just watching these two teams play in game one, you kind of expected Rowe may ratchet up the intensity. Coming back here in game two, you just had that feeling we were on target for a three-game mix. That hits off the back row. Another point for the Warriors, and they're up 5 to start game number 2. Well, now they call that off the back row. I'm going to have to wait for the score to be posted because these signals indicating the points are going in the opposite direction. Warriors with a big set. That's off the block and down for a point. Roll back up by 4. Our coverage continues here on Thursday. We'll be back here covering games. We'll be on one system. We won't have both courts covered, as is the case right now, as we'll have another system over at the Donna Highway 83 volleyball leagues. Pioneers scores that point to make it 7-4. Diamondbacks back to the service line. We have another game coming up after this one here tonight. Another point for the Diamondbacks as they edge back to within 2. Diamondbacks were able to come back a couple of times in that first game to eventually score the win. There's an ace served up, and it's a 7-6 game. Just when you thought the Warriors of McAllen Rowe might be able to slip away, the comfortable lead is gone, and Pioneer now serving to tie this game. Diamondbacks to serve it up. Jump serve across with some pace. Good return by the Rowe Warriors. Sets up this big hit and played up in the air by the Diamondbacks, and they'll get it over the net and keep the ball in play on the long rally. Another big hit for the Warriors. Block back at you. Warriors on the attack again. A third attempt. This time tip past the block. Played by the Diamondbacks, a Sharyland Pioneer. Ball over. Back corner. Warriors play it. Set it up right side. Tip past the block again. The Diamondbacks are there to cover that. Ball over on the Warriors side, and here comes yet another attack. Right side, punch deep, back corner. Out of bounds it goes. Diamondbacks tie the game. Two teams playing full hilt after that one. Game tied at 7 apiece. Next serve across for the Diamondbacks, just over the net. Warriors quickly set up the attack, past the blockers, back corner, that's in. Point for the Rowe Warriors. Warriors go up 8-7. Diamondbacks rotate new player. That's their libero returning to the game. Played by the Diamondbacks, punched over. Warriors up by 1, looking for more. Big swing again. Point. Warriors maybe. No, it comes over and stays in play. Diamondbacks resilient on the back row. Warriors still with the attack, get the point. A lot of teams would have flat out given up on that ball off the back row. This Diamondback team continues to challenge for every point. How about that diving play? Just under the net, and point Warriors. And they go up by 3. Serve across, and the net it goes. Service errors were limited in the first game between the two teams. When you're in a close game, they're magnified when you're looking at it from a coaching perspective. All this tournament play and this league play on the Highway 83 League over in Donna is leading to these high school coaches taking the reins of these players you see on the court. In just over 2 weeks, they blow that play dead. They'll award a point to the Pioneer Diamondbacks as they'll call it in the net against the Warriors. Diamondbacks serving now for the tie here in game number 2. It's been a while since they've led. Our next game will have the Harlingen Cardinals taking on Mission Veterans over on our court behind us. This one, the Rowe Warriors up by 2 at 11-9, serving it up. Diamondbacks get it over. Warriors with a good pass, set it up off the net. Diamondbacks, golden chance here. Right side hit, past the block, played up in the air. Warriors ease it over again. First hit up close to the net, point Rowe Warriors. Sharyland Pioneer missed opportunity that time down, as 2 different chances. A good pass would have led to a chance there to score. Now regroup again. Warriors. Big swing off the block. Good pass this time. High set, left side. Down in the corner, point for the Pioneer Diamondbacks. They got the better pass that time, allowed the setter a little time to work with that. And then the hitters on the front row putting it away. Diamondbacks, though, have been playing catch-up throughout this game since early on. Jump serve, short. Better return this game by the Rowe Warriors on these serves by the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks, back row off the hit. That goes out of bounds. Warriors up by 3 at 13-10. Our other game has Edinburgh North and Ed Couch Elsa on their other court. Billy Watson with the play-by-play over there. Encourage you to slip over and check out some of that action. Also reminding you our highlights will be coming up of all of these games a little bit later on our social media and our website. Serve across, played by the Diamondbacks, who are down 3 here in game 2, and not any longer as that one's down for a point to make it 13-11. Kill for the Diamondbacks. Now you just get the sense that they need to sustain a run at this Rowe Warrior team. Warriors, though, on the attack. That's back off the net. 4 hits, point Diamondbacks. Sharyland Pioneer now down by 1 at 13-12. Serving for the tie. High pass in the middle. Second hit over. Diamondbacks there to cover that. Quick set, tip past the block. Played on the Warriors side. They'll swing away. Down it goes. Point Warriors. Back up by 2. Easy pickings that time at the net for the big kill for the Warriors. Diamondbacks, second hit over. Warriors, right side attack, that's over. Big swing again, and another point for the Warriors. Nikki Rowe up by 3 here, trying to push this to a 3rd game in the set after falling in game 1. Short serve this time, leads to a back row attempt for the Diamondbacks. That's over. On the Rowe side, they'll attack at the middle, block back at you. Point Pioneer. Two-point game at 15-13. Serve across for the Diamondbacks. Played by the Warriors. Can't get it over. Point Diamondbacks. And again, they're down by 1. They keep creeping close. Just haven't gone on that last step of the rung to tie and then look for the lead here in this game since the early part of it. Spiked by the Warriors. Down the line, that's in for a point. Nicky Rowe back up by 2. What? Diamondbacks looking on the attack. That's miscommunication by the officials. I'm going to watch the score. I had the score at 16-15. Our score is 16-14. Now, again, we've been watching as the scorekeepers. Continues. And they agree. 16-14 is your score. Serve across. High set left side. Played by the Warriors, who go on the attack with the lead. Diving play by the Diamondbacks keeps it alive again. Right side hit off the block, covered there. Warriors off the net, middle, and a point for Nicky Rowe. They go up 3. Off the block, and the Rowe Warriors up 17-14. Serve across. Played by the Diamondbacks. Back set, back row. Diving play by the Warriors from the back row leads to this hit down the line. Ball played on the second hit over. Rowe Warriors attack middle. Past the block and another point. Warriors up 18-14. Game 1 belonged to Pioneer. Game 2, the Warriors of Nicky Rowe have controlled the lead. There's a kill for the Diamondbacks and makes it 18-15. Diamondbacks to serve it up. Jump serve, punched up in the air. Warriors return it over. Diamondbacks, good chance here. Back set, right side, off the block. Point, Pioneer. That resembled the play of game 1 in which those serves by the Diamondbacks were keeping the Rowe Warriors off balance on the return of serve. And they really couldn't get anything set up from there on most cases. That serve goes out of bounds and a service error. Another point for the Rowe Warriors. Warriors to serve again. Pass up near the net, off the net, spike across. Rowe Warriors on the attack, that's off the block. Played by the Diamondbacks on the rally. Back corner plays that for the Warriors. Off the net, spike block right back at ya. Point Diamondbacks. 2-point game. Diamondbacks down 19-17. And they'll serve again. Jump serve in the net. That's back-to-back service errors by the Pioneer Diamondbacks. And the Rowe Warriors, first team to get to 20 in a game to 25. This serve out of bounds off the back row. Diamondbacks have given up a couple of points off of missed serves here in this game. Warriors give up one now, and the Diamondbacks trying to take advantage on the serve to sustain a few points scored in a row. Good chance here. High set, right side, block back at you, but in the net it called. 4 hits on Pioneer, another point for Rowe. Knowing the blockers are there, when you're off the net, so often leads to that kind of a hit. You want to just, you're tempted to try to go through that block as close to the net as you can. And you short hit that any at all, it leads to the point for the opposition. Service error there for the Warriors. They're up 4, serving again. Serve across, played by the Diamondbacks. Ball off the net, over on the Rowe side. Real good chance here for the Warriors. Put it away. Oh, they call it out. And the Diamondbacks awarded the point. They do give it to the Warriors. Timeout call by Pioneer. Rowe Warriors tried to extend this series into Game 3. Lead Game 2. Back after this.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Back here after the timeout, our coverage of high school volleyball at the Summer Venom Challenge in Edinburgh. Rowe Warriors of McAllen, Nicky Rowe, leading by 5, make it 6 as they score a point out of the timeout. And now we're 1 point away from pushing this into Game 3 of this best-of-3 series. Serve across, a deep serve played by the Pioneer Diamondbacks. Off the net hit. Across, that's off the wall and a point for the Diamondbacks. They stave off a game point there. Diamondbacks will serve again. Down by 5 at 24-19. Jump serve across. Warriors on the return. High set for the win. Played over by the Diamondbacks. They can score again here with a good hit. Off the block, played by the Warriors. Again, they second hit over. Played by the Diamondbacks. High set left side. Back row played by the Warriors. Second hit over again. Diamondbacks, center set this time. Punched up in the air. Warriors looking for the win. Punch it up in the air by the Diamondbacks as they'll keep the rally alive. Tipped over the block. Covered this time by the Warriors. Set off the net. Spiked over the block. 2 hits called. Point Diamondbacks. 24-20. You got to play letter-perfect volleyball for 4 more consecutive points if you're Pioneer. Serve comes across. Warriors on the third hit will get it over. Diamondbacks. Quick set, left side, past the block, played by the Warriors. They'll go on the attack. Right side, down, point. Warriors win it, 25-20. We'll head to game number 3. As the Rowe Warriors able to get the win here in this one. With that, we'll take a timeout and get you set for game number 3. A race to 15 coming up after this.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel, drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Fort Mansfield, Texas.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Back here on Rio Sports as we head into Game 3 of this best-of-3 series between Sharyland Pioneer and McAllen Rowe. It is the Rowe Warriors serving it up as we start Game 3, which is a game to 15, win by 2. Pioneer blocks it. Over on the Pioneer side, they'll attack again. Down point, Pioneer takes the 1-0 lead. And we talked about earlier in this match, getting to 20 first in a game to 25 is important. Scoring first in a game to 15 sometimes can set the tone and set you on sale for a quick win. Not always the case. Warriors on the attack, can't get that one down. Diamondbacks back at you, back corner. That's out of bounds, and we're tied at 1 apiece. Warriors to go on the attack here on the serve. Serve across, played by the Diamondbacks. Hit over, is down for a point. Diamondbacks go up 2-1. Serve across, played by the Warriors. High set, punch tipped over this time. Back set, tipped past the block, played by the Warriors. That's blocked back at you, and a point to the Diamondbacks, and they go up 3-1. Warriors on the set. Spiked off the back row, point for Nikki Rowe. It's 3-2. Score. Can he move over here? I can't. Serve over, played by the Diamondbacks. Back off the left-hand side, played over by the Warriors. They'll set it up off the net, spiked across. That's out of bounds, a point to the Diamondbacks, and they go up 4-2. 4-2 score for Sharyland Pioneer here in game number 3. Reminding you, highlights of this game will be up a little bit later on. Reminding you also, we've got coverage of Edinburgh Vela taking on Edinburgh North in our next matchup. Pioneer with the lead and a chance here off the back row. And a point for the Diamondbacks. They go up 5-2. Game 3 continues. Jump serve with some pace. Played by the Warriors off the back row, forward. Pioneer will let that go out of bounds. It drifts deep, and it's a 6-2 game. Pioneer on top. Diamondbacks up 4. Deep serve goes out of bounds. Service error opens the gate. Warriors on the serve across. Played off the back corner. Back set nicely done. Ball covered by the Warriors. They'll go on the attack. Punched over the block. Point, Rowe Warriors at 6-4. to serve again. In game one, Pioneer, for the most part, had the lead. In game two, Rowe Warriors back at you. Diamondbacks there with a kill. Make it a 7-4 game. This Jim, the volume level ratchets up. A game behind us with Ed Couch and Edinburgh North has went into a third game as well. You can hear their crowd is active. Makes it a 7-5 game here as the Rowe Warriors edge a little closer. They'll serve again. Diamondbacks on the return of serve. Will get it over. Warriors, chance to get to within one, and they do off the kill. 7-6 game. Rowe Warriors now with a chance to tie it up here in game number 3. Pioneer with a high set left side, looking for the back row. That's out of bounds. Tied up at 7 apiece. Midway through game number 3. Each team having won one game coming in. Knuckleball serve, this time played by Pioneer off the net, off the block. Point, Pioneer back up 1. They'll switch sides. Diamondbacks trying to secure this in 3. Warriors playing right there. Back with more after this.
Needing a treat before or after the big game? Then when in Harlingen, stop in at the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli and treat yourself to some amazing things. Ice creams, shakes, sundaes, banana splits, and that's just a sample. If you can dream it, they can make it at the Scoop in Harlingen. From the deli comes a variety of sandwiches that is sure to bring you back for more. Hamburgers and hot dogs served every day. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7, Sundays from 12 to 6 on F Street in Harlingen. It's the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli.
Back here on Rio Sports Live at the midway point of game number 3. The Pioneer Diamondbacks with the lead and the serve. Up 8-7 here in this deciding game. Rowe Warriors on the attack. That's too strong on the hit. Point Diamondbacks, they go up 9-7. They're lobbying that ball was tipped. Referee indicates nothing doing. So the Diamondbacks will serve up 9-7. Serve across. Played by the Warriors off the net in the middle. Back row there to cover that for the Diamondbacks. Third row coming off the back row. Played over. Warriors set it up. Big swing there. Back row keeps it alive. Ball coming back over to the Warriors side. Nicky Rowe down. Spikes that down and in. Scorekeeper now has us tied at 8. I'll keep it where they're at. Now we're back at it, 9-8 score. Diamondbacks on the return of serve. Warriors on the attack. Diamondbacks to keep that alive. Warriors second hit over. Diamondbacks play that one. Tip past the block, right back on the Diamondback side. They'll call a lift. It should be a 10-9 score. Hey, we got it right. We were right in the first place. I get decoyed by the scorekeepers often in this game. Pioneers up 10-9. Well, they've got it 10-9 Rowe Warriors on top. Our score indicated it was 10-9 in favor of Pioneer. We'll see if that changes here after this point is awarded. Diving play there by the Diamondbacks to keep that alive, and that back row has been active tonight for the Diamondbacks. Another attack down the line in the corner. Off the tip, that's a point. And that ties us at 10 apiece. Warriors to serve. Ball over on the Pioneer side. Big swing. Back row keeps it alive for a moment. Can they get it over? Yes. Pioneer looking for the lead off the block. Got it. Point Diamondbacks. They go up 11-10. What they did is they made the Diamondbacks the home team on the scoreboard, which kind of led to some confusion on the scorekeeping. That's down the line. That's an ace for Pioneer. They go up 12-10. Diamondbacks to serve again. Jump serve across. This time played by the Lady Warriors. Ball over on the Pioneer side. High set, big swing, block back at you. No, they'll call that in the net. Point to the Rowe Warriors. The block was there, but this time it hit the net first. And so it's a 12-11 game as the Nicky Rowe Warriors will serve for the tie. Pioneer on the return of serve with a back set punched over the net. Point Pioneer. They lead 13-11. Diamondbacks spotting the angle that time for that point. They'll serve now with a jump serve across deep and out of bounds it goes. Big point that time for Nicky Rowe. You don't want to go down 14 anything. And so the 13-12 game now gives them a chance to serve for the tie. Pioneer plays that over near the sidelines. That's too strong, out of bounds, all tied at 13 apiece. Game one was tightly contested. (13-13) game. Ball over on the Rowe side, or Pioneer side. They'll keep it alive. Ball over. Warriors setting up the attack middle. Down it goes. Point Nicky Rowe. Warriors up one with a chance to win it. Same score as on the other court over there, 14-13. Warriors serving for the win. Diamondbacks. Letter perfect pass, back set, tipped over, and under the net. Point Warriors win it 15-13. Gutsy performance that time for both of these teams. The Nicky Rowe Warriors come out with the win. Final score 15-13. That's going to do it for the broadcast. Hope you enjoyed this one. Reminding you, you can watch the replays of the game a little bit later on. You can also watch the highlights. Until next time, I'm Joe Bowling for Rio Sports Live, the Venom Challenge. Good night.